All right, hello. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing great. I hope everyone's doing amazing, because I know I am. Excuse me. Dude, I just had, like, I don't know what you call it, the meal in Ramadan. But yeah, I just ate, and alhamdulillah, I feel full. My name is Chad, I'm a motion designer, and I'm learning to draw every day just to prove to people that it's not that bad. I don't feel very enthusiastic right now, and I can't really pretend. It's just that, let's just say I'm not having problems anymore. I don't really see them as problems anymore. It's just like I see them as changes, and every sort of like thing or event that upsets me, I see it as something that, or use it as a way to just be like, okay, this is, something clearly is not working here. What can I change to make it better? And this is how I've been dealing with things lately. So I really feel like talking about it. Ramadan has been a bit rough on a physical level. I've been getting very skinny, and I don't know, man. Let's just get to this. And I've been spending way too much time on this one, like, bro. So yeah. Anyways, let me go on here really quick. Oh, this is cool. All right. Okay, first of all, this part feels a little weird. Like, you can see like her breast making the bump here, and here it's just like flat. So maybe we can change that. Here, that goes on top. Oh, okay. So, I see. Like that feels okay, sort of. We can take this and pull it down here. Whoops. Okay, and yes. For this one we're doing like this. This one doesn't matter. Right? Yeah, let's just not get too hung up on it. I've been learning Blender, and bro, it's been so much fun, honestly. What are they freaking called? Geometry nodes? Those motherfuckers are hard, man. They're very hard to deal with. I can see some similarities. I think the reason why I haven't been struggling a lot with it is because there's lots of similarities between other animating or just like 2D software and Blender. There's a lot of terminology in that I already know, which has been helpful, very helpful. So yeah, let's do the shirt. Let's us do the shirt. we can do, I don't know what we can do, but so like a pattern, like maybe let's think, oh my god, I just started After Effects. Okay, let's do a cube. Can we do a cube? How do we do a cube? I really don't know. There's this face. Alright. And then we have this face over here. Reflect. Boom. There it is. And then we make a triangle, or maybe just like take this, take these 2 points and shut it here. And this one here. All right, this is a box. Let me make it outlined with black, right, so we can see it, and then increase the blackness a little bit. Okay, perfect. Now we need to turn that into a pattern, and the way we can do that, we can try to just like see if it works or if it doesn't, or we can straight up just go here, pattern make. And all right, this is a grid. Get more bricks, and this is already looking pretty. Ah, this is sweet, sweet. Oh, awesome, 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 awesome. Okay, now we can take this out, and we can make it smaller, and we can increase the size. And let's get them sticking together. Sticking together. There you go. And here. There you go. And so this one here, I feel very yellow. I feel like I'm in an episode of Breaking Bad. So let's make this blue. I'm not trying to start you, After Effects. Relax. So here, this one goes on top, and we're getting this pattern. Now this pattern is very big, very large. Let's make it even smaller. Actually, this is good. One is good. And let's decrease this right here. And let's make it about 40 as well. So this is going to be, let's link them together. And let's just, there you go. Well, that's all right. Let's unlink and then do the heights on its own. Boom. Now, oh yes. I don't think you can see it, but let's turn it into another green or maybe an orange so you can see it better. Maybe we can even make it like white. Or we can make it the color of the, you know, one of the backgrounds, maybe the orange. Or we can turn it into a gradient, or we can expand it. Actually, can we expand? I don't think we can. Would it have been better if I think I would have had more control over it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this route. Take this, make it extremely small. Make it as large as these ones. That's enough. Let's increase stroke. There we are. Let's make them rounded. And then let's take this. Wait, this is a group. Take that one there. And take these two. Duplicate them. Boom. Take these 4. Duplicate them. Boom. And so on and so forth. Oh, yes. Oh, this is amazing. All right. Probably computationally, this is going to be more demanding for Illustrator. But I think this number is enough, right? Like this covers the whole thing. Yep. Okay, so we have this, which is, you know, the same shape. It has sort of this pattern right now. We can change it back to like a white color or whatever. It doesn't really matter. And we're gonna have this. Call it. Just gonna take this group and call it pattern. Right. And then this on top. I think it should be on the bottom. So with this selected and this selected, boom, and there we go. Now we can go in here, or actually we don't need to. I can just grab one of the, okay. So, but yeah, grab this whole thing, and we can change the color from here. Actually, this slider is kind of convenient. So the hue, saturation, brightness. Let's take this out for a bit, and let's see how we can change these colors. All right. The brightness right here, I feel like we can work with that. Yeah, we can work with that. And another thing, we can actually make them a bit larger, because they feel a bit small. And you know what we can also do is take this whole thing and transform. Can we like shear or skew it? Can we skew them? I think we can. Because that felt a little too perfect. Or actually, no, we don't need to skew. We can warp mesh. Object, distort with mesh. Or with warp. This feels like, you know, it's more oh yes, yes. That's it. That's definitely it. All right. Same thing we're gonna do on the other side. So we're gonna take this shape, duplicate it, and then we're gonna take this, Alt, put it down here. Now we have that. It's a bit distorted, so we have this and we have this, and boom. Same thing goes there. All right, this is pretty. I like it. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Let us just pick it off. Nope. No. Pick these two. And ooh, okay, I think. Where's the color? Hello. I want to change its color. Can we do that? Yes, we can. Thank you. So for the color of this one, maybe we can go brighter. Okay, maybe this one can be darker, but still, you know, bright. And this one, we're gonna make, what the hell? Yes, this one we're gonna make brighter, for sure. Okay, now let's see, maybe we can make them or turn them into gradients, these ones right here. Let me get this back, and can we turn them into a compound path? If we can, that'd be awesome. So object, compound path, make a compound path, can't make compound path, all objects in a compound path must be paths, and they cannot be brushed or be part of an object. Okay, let's see. This is an envelope, so this is a pattern. Maybe you can just like go here. Compound path. Nope. Okay. So this is a bunch of groups. Yeah. No, Ryan, what's up, man? How's everything going? Okay. How do I turn this into a gradient? Because I kind of need it to be a gradient. So this is a brick. Well, I'm not calling it a pattern, am I? Did I actually call it a pattern? I don't remember. So I'm making a clipping compound path is control 8. And right now it's not cooperating. So let's take a few of these, and it's also not working. What's the reason? All objects in a compound path must be paths, and they cannot be brushed or be part of an object. They need to be paths, meaning that probably it's not, they can't be groups, if I'm understanding correctly. I'm doing great, man. Alhamdulillah. It's you know, some ups and downs, but you know, ups are good, downs are also good. So I can't complain. I can't complain, my brother. How do I ungroup? Ungroup it. All right, let's pick all of these. Now, this is going to be a lot of objects, so I hope Illustrator doesn't bug out on me. Oh, frick. I'm with the boys. Simplify. Come on, man. Arrange, transform, reset. Bounding box? What the hell is a bounding box? Okay, I mean, this looks alright. I don't want it to be... I'm getting stuck on this one now. If I go with each one individually, it will take me forever. I don't want it to take forever, I'll tell you that much. Control H. Alright, listen. Transform object. Expand? Maybe you can expand them? What does expand do? What am I expanding? Object build and oh. Oh, maybe now I can. Interesting. Okay, so with the effect applied on them, it didn't want to turn into an what is it called? A compound path, but now we can, which is nice. Now we can go Control-8, Control-8, that's great. Control-8, that's great. I know. Bars. Now we have this compound path that we can turn into a gradient. So actually, let me memorize this color, or pick its hex codes, and then go on gradients and apply a gradient on it, and go on here and probably, I don't know, can I enter a hex code? No, I can't. Well, that sucks. Okay, we have that one, and this one's going to probably be like a greenish color. We'll see. So let's try that out. Ooh, now see, that's pretty. This is on the stroke, yeah? So if I can, oof. Ooh. This is not good. I like this one. I mean, I don't hate it. Interesting, interesting. Or we can go with the classic. Right, so this is a compound path. Can't see nothing. Alright, we can take this one, duplicate it. Or maybe not. Maybe not. We need to think more of the orientation of the light. So yeah, I think this is not that. Okay, now from afar it looks a bit weak. So let us change that. Actually, oh, oof! We can increase the stroke, which is amazing. Now from afar it looks good. And from up close it looks good as well, so yes. Let's go to the next one, to the other shoulder. Check that down. This is envelop. Expand. Yes, sir. And then pick the whole thing. Control-8. We have a compound path, and we apply a gradient to it. Now the gradient is going to be a little bit different, right? Control-H so we can see it. Up the scale, up the stroke a little bit, and let's do like a good 20. Maybe we go the other way around. Yes. Now we just like play with the positioning. All right, that's sweet. That's sweet. I don't hate it at all. Oh, okay. Now, it feels a bit empty around her. So maybe you can, I don't know. Maybe we can do something cool with the top there. Actually, let's make this a gradient as well. No, not the stroke. Forget, I think we're making them the same gradient. The hair is just the same gradient all along. I think that's more fun. It doesn't need to be complicated. And we also need to give it some highlights. All right, I think the highlights are what's going to make this. Right, some highlights on the hair and like a bit of a halo or something on top of the head. Yo, Mocking Bay, what's up, man? You figured out the orange issue? Yeah, sort of. She's pretty? Okay, yeah. That's valid then. I think the shirt sort of like this, I don't know what it's called like a dress or something. What she's wearing is like the pattern made it a bit more interesting. I was just talking about like the highlights on the hair. So like these bright areas up here, maybe around the head, some white areas around here. That will make it even more interesting. Some shadows around the chest and neck parts would, because this feels very flat, this part right here. Like you can get sort of like understand the three-dimensionality in it, right? It's very what is it called? Implicit. But yeah, I think it would be better if we can, you know, emphasize it more. Okay, the hair. How do I do the hair? On Illustrator. Because I want to figure out how to do this in Illustrator. I probably can do it in Photoshop. Maybe I'll struggle with it a little bit, but I'll figure that out faster than in Illustrator. Because in Illustrator, everything's like vector. So I kind of have to be careful with it. Okay, I think I can draw and end up drawing vectors, not just like whatever. So maybe we can try that. Maybe I can, for the first time in forever, I think. I don't think I've ever tried the brush in Illustrator. The paintbrush. Ooh, okay, I'm not looking for anything funky. So draw a brush, okay. There's a 3 points here. There's some basic ones. Oh, there's a lot of ones. Actually, I imported one that is like, image brushes. Oh, there's a lot. Wait, hold on. Decorative? Look at this, bro. That's so, dude, that's awesome. To be able to just like do this and you have like a ribbon, that's freaking cool. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be using that now. I need just like a regular brush. And I'm not trying to, but the way I use the brush is what's going to make the difference. Come on, I don't need that. Relax. Dude, what the hell? Stop. Arrow, artistic. Dude, I just need a regular ass brush. Basic. Thank you. Lord. Alright. Now. Maybe we even like change the color? Can we? I probably can make it a gradient. So maybe I'll keep it, I don't know. Let's see here, let's undo this one and keep this one a gradient actually. However, we're changing this part. I don't know how to change the other part. It's okay, we're gonna keep it this way. And we do this. Why this looks so bad. Nah, bro. This is not it. This looks like grass, man. Not too much, but like... I don't know, I like the strands that are coming out of like from outside of the hair shape, but the rest is nah. And look, dude, look how many shapes I've actually created. I don't like it, I don't like it, I don't like it, I don't like it, I don't like it. Am I going to falter and resort to using Photoshop for this? Maybe we can do a strand over here. That's the opposite way, so let's fix that. That is also the opposite way. Stop playing with me, you mother flipper. Good lord. Okay, gradients. Edit the gradients. How do I edit the gradients? Gradient, there you go. Just keep it something green. Yes. Is that too, I don't know, this feels, nah, I like it. Nope. I think that's okay. I don't need to do any more. Like these two strands are enough. I accidentally took off my already whipped cream can nozzle. I can't get it back on. Oh man, that's the worst. That's the worst. Hey, you have an open can now, or can you? I think you can't get it out. Can you? Without the nozzle. That sucks. That's rough. Okay. So how do we add texture to the hair? How do I add texture to the hair? I can, I mean, we can go the lazy route. Actually, let me look up a tutorial. How to add hair texture in Illustrator. Okay. Ooh, fur effect. Well, I'm not looking for fur, but that's interesting. I'm not looking for, you know, okay, this is hair. Wait, hold on.
Okay, so you want to achieve this style, but you're struggling with creating shorter hair? Okay, so whatever you do, don't go in and try and trace every single little strand. You'll end up with a chaotic mess, and that's not cute. Instead, using your stroke, try and divide the hair into separate sections, following the main shape and direction that you're seeing in the photo, but majorly simplifying everything. You'll notice that I'm never crossing the lines over, instead they kind of flow into each other seamlessly. And then you want to add a solid color for the base, and then a slightly darker color stroke for some extra detail. And that's how it's done. Be sure to follow along for more illustrations.
Okay, we can do that. So I can go on here and actually do this, or maybe I can do this, right? And this one, well, this is not the same. This is not the same shape. So we'll keep them both here, and I'm going to do this shape right here. Well, this shape goes below the nose, the ear, sorry. Like that. We're gonna clip these, I think, later, so we really have to worry about, you know, some of the strands coming out and whatnot. Yeah, that was good. Nah. This is a very flowy hair, and it would have been better if it was like a little bit kinky, a little bit rough. But no, she needs to have perfect hair, of course. Okay. Oh, we forgot about the earring. Ooh, I think that makes her way interesting. Okay, I think I'm okay with these shapes. Yeah, I think I'm okay with these shapes. Maybe right now we can make them a bit brighter. All of these paths that we just drew, all of them. Yes. So go here, make them one color, and we make it just a bit brighter. Can we make them freaking like this color? Oh, wow. Wow. Also, can we, okay, wait, hold on. Can we make the stroke like this? Or maybe no, maybe this. Can we not? Because I'm not seeing it. This is one stroke? Wait a minute, this is not, how is it vectorized? Is this not vector? For why? It is vector. Then what's the problem? Oh, okay, my bad. So if I increase the stroke, it increases. I should be able to modify the width profile. However, it's not being obedient, and that's not fun. All right, need to get me some water. Dude, man. If we can make these shapes. Okay, I've thought of an idea. This is going to be a bit crazy, but hear me out. Hear me out, 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 hear me out. So there's a tool here, it's called the blend tool. And we're just going to go crazy on this one. Just going to blend a bunch of shapes here, and then go over here, and then go over here. We're just going to go insane. And then go over here, and then go over here. Oh my god. And then go over here. Holy crap. Okay, wait, hold on. We're cooking. Go. Oh shit. I don't think my computer is gonna handle this. Go over here, and over here, and up to down to this point. Yes. Now we double click, blend smooth, 21 steps. We decrease the steps, and we sort of like get that. I don't know. Oof. Absolutely not. Okay. With the V, I think if we just like take this up and pull this down a little bit and actually make it green and not this color. Okay. Like, I don't know, some bright green or something. See, that's not working. Man, color. I think one of the most areas that I'm struggling with is color right now. And bruh, if I'm not struggling with color right now, I would have been done with this a long time ago. But okay, this looks very, I don't like it. I don't like it. So we're gonna undo everything. And we're going to make a simple halo. A hair halo. We're gonna wave it a little bit, but it's just going to be a halo. Okay, so honestly, I'm just happy that I've made like the pattern for the clothes, because that made it way more interesting. And you know, we can change the background color, and you know, it's looking good. It's looking good so far. Okay, excuse me. So we can come here, make a ellipse. Change this to only have a stroke. Have this right here. Since this is going to be a highlight, it can, it would make sense for a highlight to be lighter than, the head, the actual hair. So this is, no, we're gonna make it this. Ooh, that would be interesting. So to take this, we're gonna duplicate it, and then take the ellipse, put it behind it, boom, boom, Ctrl+7, there you go. All right. Bob, you have to finish reading a 250 something page book by Sunday? No, I mean 450? 450 book? What is this book? Brother, what are you reading? We can make it less large. We can also expand this. Excuse me. Yeah. So actually, before expanding it, we can do that, and then take the individual vertices and just like do this. Okay, we need to break this so it doesn't interfere. And there we go. It looks okay, I guess. I don't know. A book about D&D like game? Oh, I see. Is this okay? Is this for like school or something? Because if so, man, God bless. School got you doing some work. Let's change this to be cyany. I don't know. Okay, I guess. Ooh, there's a trick. No, what is that? Ooh, I swear I did not do that on purpose. But that's interesting. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, for a family campaign? Oh, okay, that's cool. A family got you doing some work. Wait a minute, I think I accidentally cooked. Boy's not gonna lie, I think I accidentally cooked. Alright, and then we can duplicate this. Make another one. And look at that. Now we're making actual strands. Just pull this behind the ear. See how that looks. That looks okay. We can pull it behind the neck. Perhaps, maybe. Oh my god. Yes. But look at this, man. What the flip? This is awesome. All right, we need one that's like behind it, and we need a few individual ones on the other like layers of the braids, or maybe not actually, because these are like, this is supposed to be like a flow in hair, but braids are like stiff, if that makes sense. Right, so inside the clipping group, to put this behind, and maybe even flip the gradient so it's lighter. Invert the gradient. Can we do that? Yes, yes we can. And maybe just like do this. Zoop. All right, and make this less dramatic of a twist. Actually, we can just, I think we can reflect it. Where'd it go? Okay, here we go. No. happen? There it is. Okay, duplicate it again, change its rotation. Right. And can I duplicate the whole thing? I just did. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, let me take these two, for example. Let's do this. Holy crap. Okay, this feels like it's too much. We could maybe take these points and pull them. Okay, maybe not that one. Maybe just like these two. Also, the blue is not helping with the visibility. This is a mess. This looks like a mess. Come on. Okay. It's not bad. Maybe, you know, it needs some polishing, but, you know, it's not bad. Opinion on indie games versus indie shows versus indie horror. Oh, Walmart made a Roblox game? Like, The Walmart? A game about Walmart for kids? That's funny. I mean, I see it. They're doing a rebranding Walmart. And they just changed the logo. It's very, since, you know, I do follow some of the, you know, branding and graphic side of rebranding for, you know, big brands. That's a nice sentence, I know. They changed the star. Wait, let me look it up. But it's so you can't notice it. You can't really notice it. It's very unnoticeable. But they made like this whole campaign. It's like this whole brand that is just like whatever. And for some reason, the the designers for the brand, they thought you can't really put the word Walmart next to that star. They need to be separate for whatever reason, right? So yeah, exactly, it's brighter yellow, and they made the individual like parts of the star, they changed their shape a little bit. You know, there's a slight difference. OG, what's up, man? I like the style. Thank you. I'm still experimenting. This is it's been fun, a bit frustrating, honestly, but you know, we're gonna see how it turns out. Let's copy this out and put it out here so we can actually put it behind the hair, perhaps? Like behind the whole hairpiece, which is here, and this one is here, so this one is here. So behind the hair. Yes. And then rotate this. Or maybe we can transform, reflect. Yes, sir. And then make this, I don't know, less like that and more like this. I know, amazing commentary I'm providing here, you know. So like what determines it's so vector, it is so vector. I'm doing it on Illustrator on purpose. So like what determines an art is in Illustrator style. I don't think there is quote unquote an Illustrator style. I think there always have been vector style, but Illustrator have been such a powerful tool for vector, you know, design for a long time, or at least for the last decade or so, even more than that. And sort of like vector have been associated with Illustrator. So, but yeah, the vector style is sort of like very graphic. It relies more on shapes, actual visible shapes, rather than you know, the shading and the likeness of the person, you know what I mean? Because what you see here is just a shape of the head, and then a shape of the neck, and a bit of a gradient on top of like a cylinder, right? That's just a cylinder. But with the more like how do I say, the realistic approach, the obviously the shading on the neck is not going to be like that. You're gonna see more detail and everything. So that's sort of like what it is. What you think of corporate style? I think it's cool. I think corporate style is more fit for animation. And also sometimes you see corporate style, just like animated corporate style, that's just like lazy animation with it, you know, people just like moving actual, just like what is it called, keyframes that are just like linear, exactly, linear keyframes moving around, and it's not really interesting. If you can make corporate style interesting, definitely. It's just then how you use it, I guess. Google can make amazing stuff with corporate style. Google have been going for the last couple of, you know, at least years through the abstract, you know, illustrated stuff, mostly because of their heavy use of icons. Whatever style is realistic, but also like very simple and 100% 2D is what I specialize in. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, if you make feel organic. Exactly. Animating abstract shapes can be very beautiful if they feel organic. Yes, 100%. But Google have been using, I was speaking about Google. I mean, they're so heavy on icons, because every now and then they release like a project, right? And so they need to relentlessly work on icons, and icons are very abstracted shapes, you know, inspired from real world things, but they need very limited strokes, and they need to be very vector in order to fit in, you know, sort of like a logo or an application, just like icon on the phone, right? I've tried really sharp styles before. They look really nice. Right, interesting. What do you mean by sharp? Oh man. But yeah, it's fun. I haven't used, oops. I haven't used Illustrator in a while, so I thought it would be interesting to adopt a style with a limited color palette for me to just mess around with, you know. I thought about making the gradients grainy, but that's a whole lot more work. Trust me, it's very bad on Illustrator. I don't know if you have any idea. If you do, if you know, you know. You know. This individual one is not going to work here, so. we can add another one here. Let me move this down a little bit. Let me rotate it. Whoopsie. Let me row. Get this out here. Get this one out here. Get this one a little bit further, and this one even further. Maybe we can do some overlapping actually. Let me move this range, bring forwards. Whoops. Ah, shucks. Like if you, hey, LSP Sparkle, we got a new chatter. What's up? Hey, can you guys do me a favor? If there's any new chatter, just like say hi, because sometimes I only I only have one screen and I can't really keep up with the chat. Like if you imagine, also hi Sparkle, how are you? If you imagine any anatomy and then change every smooth turn to very sharp, looks really good. I really like that style. That looks very stylized, and it's like in shapes with the anatomy, like you said. I really like it. Yep, Google have mastered corporate style illustrations. I'm doing something in AI as well. I'll show you when I'm done. Interesting. Okay. You know what's funny? It's Ramadan, right? And in Ramadan, I don't know if you're familiar, but they release a lot of TV shows. And in some of the TV shows, in their credit scenes, they're straight up just using AI, and in a very, very dumb way. I'm sorry. I know that it's very unfamiliar for the regular citizen, especially in here. They don't know this style yet. They absolutely have no idea about this style, what AI can generate as like imagery or video. So whatever they're going to see coming out of like these AI tools, especially the video ones, they're going to be impressed by it. However, me seeing it for the 100th time and knowing that it's ass, it's like, bro, what are you doing? It's very unfortunate that they're just like straight up just using AI in a very dumb manner. Yeah. I kind of dislike AI, no offense, Britta. I'm sure it'll look good. You know, liking it or disliking it, it really depends on the way you use it. I mean, personally, I do use AI, but never in my, for example, in my art in general. I don't make art with it. I use it purely for you know, client work, right? And mostly I don't even use it as a final product. I just use it mostly for inspiration, right? It's really the way you use it is what it's down to the person. It comes down to the person, really. If you're scummy, sorry, but you know, you're just gonna take whatever AI spits out and it's gonna be like, okay, this is it. Which I don't think is gonna be sustainable, and I don't think it'll look good anyways. But yeah, it depends on how you use it. People have been using it very creatively. Some brands have been using it to make their brand identities, and they've been making some really interesting photography, for example, something that, you know, would take a lot of time to create. And it's cool. It's just like cool to see. But some other times it's just like, what are you doing? No effort whatsoever. Okay. Oh. Whoopa Gangnam Style. We can do that. Yeah. All right, and then one more thing, and I'm gonna get out of the hair. I'm gonna make this brighter. AI is cool, but the way that AI likes to steal from artists just to mix match makes me uncomfortable. I know it isn't all bad, but it does have bad parts to it. Okay. This is a long discussion if we're gonna get into it. So I'm just going to change this color here really quick, and then I'll get into it. Just 1 second. Let me grab this right here, and let's make this one brighter. Increase the saturation on it. Yeah, increase saturation. And then for this one, we're going to keep it. And for this one, I'm going to do this. Nope, do this. Is it working? Let's do this. Come on. Yeah. There you go. So it feels like it's gradually going darker. Okay. I think I can stop with the hair right here. Maybe I'll come back to it another time. But yeah, let me just save really quick, and we can call that a day with this one. Next time we're going to add the earring and maybe some shadowy parts around the neck. All right, when it comes, okay. So my weather app says it's snowing, it's raining. Okay, weather apps can be tripping sometimes. See, I gave this argument the other day. Back when I started using... Oh, you said Illustrator, bro. We're basing this whole conversation on just like a false premise. Okay, since we got into AI, let's talk a little bit about it. I'm not planning on spending, right? Spending a whole 30 minutes talking about AI, but I gave this argument. Back when I started streaming, and you can look back at my streams, especially the very first ever streams, right? I was following just like a system, if you know, for lack of a better word. So what I do is, first of all, just like make I'm done talking about AI shit. Well, we're just gonna have this just respond to Mockingbay just like for this one thing, and then we'll move on. Probably never talk about it on this channel ever again. What I used to do is first make a mind map for something that I want to create. Let's say I want to create an illustration that includes a cat, right? And that's all I have in my head, right? I just want to do an illustration involving a cat, or having a cat, you know, an illustration involving around a cat. So what I would do, if I don't have any clear idea about, you know, the illustration yet, or how it's going to look, or the colors, or anything, I will do a mind map. Okay, and the mind map is, as I'm gonna put like a cat in the middle. I know, you know, most people know what a mind map is, but and then extract some words that can be relating to cats. Anything I can think of, just like put on the paper, right? So that's the first step. The second step is, well, part of the first step is then I would choose like 3 to 4 words that I like most from the words that I wrote, and then go in depth on these. So the next step is making a mood board, right? And I would go on Pinterest or in the internet, whatever I can get my hands on, and just pick stuff that I like. Pick stuff that I like the most, styles that I like the most, and how I want my illustration to look. And then the third step, I would make a sketch. The fifth step, I would do line art, and then colors, and then shading, and then texture, and then, final product, right? So I'm talking about all of this because I want to put the emphasis on the mood board part, which is the next step, right? Me as an individual, as an artist, I'm going on the internet, right? And picking stuff that I like as humanly best as possible, right? So if I don't know many websites, I would just go on Pinterest and I would find what's best there, right? There is probably some other websites that I don't know of that would give me better or that would help me make better mood boards, right? But I just don't know it yet because I'm human, right? And so the action of going on the internet and picking stuff that I like, it resembles something that AI does. Because that's what AI does. AI crawl the internet, right? And they pick whatever they can. Actually, this is something that Midjourney does. They have crawlers, but not like exactly like the web browser crawlers. These crawlers take whatever imagery they can, and not every imagery, right? Because a big chunk of the imagery on the internet is very bad. And when I say very bad, like very bad, it can range from not safe for work content to straight up just deep web, very disturbing stuff. So these crawlers get to choose what content they need to feed on to use in the AI, right? And so it goes all over the internet and looks for images. The first constraint I talked about, it needs to be clean. The second, it needs to have an image along with a text description. Most images on the internet, they have like I forgot what it's called in development, but there needs to be a text along with the image that describes the image. In case the image doesn't show up, for example, for whatever reason, or in case somebody just doesn't see with impaired vision, for example, doesn't see the image clearly, they can read the text and they can sort of like get what's going on in the image, right? And so AI feeds on all of these images, right? And then processes them, right? Learns on them and then spits out something entirely different based on these imagery. And that's basically what I do as an artist. If I want to, properly work on an illustration, I would just go out there, go into the wilderness of the internet, and just pick some stuff that I like. And then, based on that, I would just make something different. And that's what exactly AI does. Now, the thing is, the difference between me and the AI, I'm human. I don't really have access to pretty much the entire internet. AI does, which makes it, more powerful than me, by proxy, right? So I don't think there is any difference. It's just that AI is much better than me at choosing the styles and the references and whatnot, which is basically the same thing that calculators did back in, I don't know, when calculators were invented. Calculators can calculate faster than any human being, arguably, right? And I don't know what what the social sort of like response to calculators were back then. They're like, no, calculators, they're gonna kill us or whatever. But it's just something that helps us. Calculators do help us calculate numbers, right? I guess, yeah. So following that, how do you feel about AI? I'm sorry, am I reading that correctly? AI Posion? Poison, is that a French word? It's my last thing, but people either seem to hate or love it. You mean AI poisoning? AI poison? I don't understand. So yeah, that's my approach with AI. It does, you know, I get poison, sorry. I don't know what that is. AI poison? AI poisoning? What is AI data poisoning? Is kind of a cyber attack, huh? That targets the training data used to build artificial intelligence and machine learning. Can you educate me on what AI poison is? Because I don't think Google gave me the right definition. But I was saying that it does feel cheap to just like use it as an output, because it's really no output. Like, you're not doing the work. AI, if AI is doing all the work for you, then just like, what is the point, right? Anyways, let's just close these parentheses. It's it's kind of like, it's very tiring to talk about it, honestly. Ah, water. Yeah, it's a sort of invisible kind of not thing that artists will place on their art to hurt an AI algorithm. Oh, that's what it is. When trying to copy or use, I'm happy to move on. That's interesting. I didn't hear about that. Hey, I guess artists are fighting back. I think, okay, I'm not gonna say anything anymore. Okay, maybe I'll say this this one thing. I think we're past. I think if AI stops feeding right now, if Midjourney, for example, their developers decide to stop feeding their algorithms or their AIs on art from the internet, I think it wouldn't matter anymore. And I think the reason is because now Midjourney, for example, is strong enough that it feeds on its own imagery. And so when I, for example, generate an image, actually it's a grid of images, it's 4 images. When I generate 4 images on Midjourney, these 4 images are entirely new, just based on old data. And Midjourney would use these 4 images to feed itself, basically. It's an ongoing loop to feed itself and to make even newer stuff, and it goes on forever, basically. So I don't think it would matter anymore. But you know, it's good that people are fighting back, I guess. If you know, this reminds me of a cyber attack, actually. It's called prompt injection, and maybe we'll talk about it another time, but this is very similar. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I'm kind of like satisfied with how this is turning out to be. This is not a finished product yet, but yeah, all right, thank you guys so much for watching, and all I gotta say is peace out.